is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo, Senior Editor here at thecoalition.com, and I'm back again with a brand new unboxing and impressions video for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the Snakebyte Gamepad 4S, the wireless camouflage version controller for the PlayStation 4. Now, big shout out to Snakebyte for sending this over to me to take a look at for you guys. I haven't looked at any of their controllers like this, specifically for the PlayStation 4, so this should be pretty interesting. So let's unbox this bad boy. And as I'm kind of opening up the plastic here, let me know what's up in the comments section down below if you guys have been enjoying these unboxing and impressions videos that we've been posting up on the channel. We got a lot of other great content on the Coalition right now that you guys will definitely enjoy, especially for kind of kicking off the brand new year. So anyway, gonna open this up. Gonna get rid of like the plastic stuff. It's nicely, tightly packaged, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. What do we got here? It has an update. Has a firmware update. So this is the first thing out of the box that I look here. It has a firmware update that we're going to need when we actually connect this to the PlayStation 4. So what I'm going to do is in this unboxing and impressions video actually do so. There'll be like a hard cut or something. But here we go in the package. There's a couple things in here I could already see, like it's all super tightly packaged. Okay, so before we get to the tech itself, just a couple little supplemental stuff here. A little bit of like extra kind of like, starter guide stuff that comes in the box. But anyway, let's move the box to the side, of course. And of course, stay on brand. Let's look at the controller. Okay, let's pull out of this little foam. And there we go. That's the PlayStation 4 wireless controller, the Gamepad 4S. Offhand, just kind of messing around with it, feels very stiff as a controller. Like the buttons are very kind of, again, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on them, but you can feel like the clicks, you can feel, the sturdiness of the controller overall. Now, again, this is the PlayStation 4 controller, so it has a touchpad right here. It's a little small, from my opinion, compared to the actual DualShock 4 touchpad on the front. It's pretty small in comparison. I'm curious to know of how that would actually work out with some games, especially in games that kind of require it, as far as like the touch control stuff. Even though there isn't a lot out there, it's still something of note. It has a little bit of text on here that just says, in case of technical issues, please download the latest firmware update. Okay, so yeah, nothing too crazy or whatnot. And I could already see a little like light right there. I don't know if you guys could see that. Yeah, there we go. It's like appearing on the camera. Little light right there. So this obviously needs to be charged and used at some point. But anyway, you have your share, you have your option buttons. Again, very small in comparison to what's on the DualShock 4. Very, very small. Again, all this different type of stuff. Just moving around here, it doesn't seem like it would actually be too much of a hassle, using playing like a first-person shooter like Killzone or something. But everything is a little bit more tightly packed, it seems like. Even though the base design of the controller is a little bit more bulky, a little bit much more wider. Kind of like reminds me a little bit, if I had to really draw a comparison, to an Xbox One controller, an Xbox 360 controller, as far as the bulk is concerned. Again, this is a wireless controller, so it does run on Bluetooth, or at least, run on wireless for the PlayStation 4, like that to connect to it. So you're not going to be using a lot of cables, even though it does come to charge it with an actual USB cable here. But overall, like I said, offhand, another thing I should know, because I just noticed this now looking at it, very close. It's a little hard to see on the camera because of the focus, but instead of the actual symbols, it has the written out words of the sacred symbols of the PlayStation brand. So you got triangle, square, cross, and circle, which is funny. They don't say X, they just put cross, which is pretty funny. But again, to me, that's a little humorous there. I don't see why not just put the actual symbols on there. Maybe there's a copyright thing, I'm not sure. But anyway, those are my first off impressions of the controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try it out on my PlayStation 4. I'll give you guys my offhand, first impressions of actually using it when I can't hear. So it'll be appearing right about now. So here we are. I'm back now again with the controller, the Gamepad 4S from Snakebyte. As you guys can see here, it's actually connected to my PlayStation 4. One thing of note I should mention is that when you're trying to connect it to PC, because this also works on a PC, you do have to get an update when you actually connect it via USB on your PC. So using the controller offhand, just kind of messing around with it, it feels kind of weird, just a little bit different. Again, I'm used to so much using a DualShock 4 whenever I play my games. Right now we have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 running on the PlayStation 4. Because it is Kingdom Hearts month, which is pretty cool. Kingdom Hearts 3 is right around the corner. But just moving around and actually using the controller, it just feels a little bit different. I will say that just having the small buttons here for the options and the share button does also feel awkward. I'm so used to it being like on the top right here. but just using it offhand, it's a different type of feeling button. It feels like rubber as opposed to like the plastic for all the other face buttons. That's definitely something of note. If you like, using how the DualShock 4 has, where it has it in a different placement, and also just feels as the same type of quality button as the other stuff does, again, you're gonna kind of, find that a little bit annoying. Let's actually go into battle here and use the controller, just to see it offhand. Just using it there, just pressing the buttons right now. Again, I mentioned earlier the rigidness of the buttons. You could feel like the clickiness and stuff, but it also does feel a little bit awkward because the buttons themselves are really, I guess you could say they're kind of leveled out with the rest of the controller that they're actually sitting on when they're kind of like indented into the controller. As opposed to on the DualShock 4, where it feels a little bit more kind of like they're not convex. I think the term is convex, where they're kind of protruding out as opposed to just being straight flat surfaces. This one's just a straight flat surface, as you guys can see around the controller. Again, a little hard to see because of the darkness of it, but on the face buttons, it just, again, it's kind of flat or perpendicular to the rest of the controller itself. So moving around, let's go into one more battle here. Again, we're playing Kingdom Hearts, getting hyped up for the Part 3 coming soon. But again, just using it offhand, those are my first impressions of it. It's cool if you want a second controller or a third controller or a fourth controller, that you want to pay cheap for. Do I think it's better than a DualShock 4? Not entirely. I think it is cool that it is wireless. Let's actually pull it out and we'll use the wireless capability. Again, I'm using it wireless now. It's not connected via the USB cable. It's already synced up. That was one thing I will say, is that it's synced up with my PlayStation 4 immediately without an issue, which is great, which is what I want. I don't want it to have like any sort of like extra step when I'm trying to connect it to my PlayStation 4. So just using here, again, things are responsive, things are clean. It seems like, whoa, let's get that guy there. Things are pretty clean, pretty responsive. There's no like delay between my inputs and stuff. It feels like, again, if I was using a regular standard DualShock 4, but those are just offhand my initial impressions of the Gamepad 4S from Snakebyte. So anyway, guys, let me know what's up in the comments section down below. If you guys enjoy these unboxing and impressions video, talk to me in the comment section down below. Again, here's another look at the controller. Again, a little dark there, but that's me using it wireless. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the Koalition's YouTube channel for all our videos just like this one. Again, we got a lot of great content on here, and we got even more coming very, very soon. Some interesting tech that we're going to be looking at, as well as also some cool gameplay videos for the rest of the year. So anyway, I will talk to you guys again very soon. Peace out, and stay epic, everybody.